fact that you have Wade's law partner. So the guy who's cheating on his wife with Fannie Willis, his law partner contacts Bradley, apparently, is what's being reported here, and says, hey, you need to shut up about knowing about their affair. And Bradley says he thought it was a threat. And then, to further enhance the web, it turns out that Gabe's wife is the chief of staff for Fannie Willis. Is this all this literally, again, I'm dating myself, but this is a Jerry Springer episode where it's like, my girlfriend lives on the couch while me and my wife are in the bedroom. Like, all of these people are involved in this twisted web where they're all working for each other and getting all this government money. And, you really have to have watched this to get the full extent. For example, here's some things that were brought up when Wade and Fannie Willis testified there last week. They said that the reason that they had to take so many trips outside of Georgia to go for lunch dates, what they were spending exorbitant amount of money, was because they're so recognizable. It's Beatlemania all over. Fannie Willis can't head to the local Arby's because she'll get mobbed by supporters.
She can't go to the local Popeyes.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, how'd you pay for this stuff? We don't have receipts. I paid them back in cash. It's just a black person thing. What are you talking about? That's so insulting. Like, I know plenty of black people that when they're conducting business, you know what they're doing? They're getting receipts. They're making sure that their transaction history. If you watch Judge Judy, she would laugh this out. I love watching Judge Judy. Like, I can't tell you how many episodes I've seen someone will say, I paid them back. And she's like, okay, show me a bank statement. Show me a receipt. Show me anything that proves that you took this money out. Oh, I gave cash. Okay, where'd you get the cash? I just had it laying around. Oh, so you had to borrow $1,000 from this guy, but somehow you just had $1,000 laying around cash 2 months later. Like, it's laughable. And it's insulting to everyone's intelligence. It really is.
It surely is. Nobody, in this day of age, obviously, right? We're in 2024. Not a lot of people keep a lot of cash on hand, especially inside their own homes. Maybe you do. Maybe you're just one of those individuals who like to keep a lot of cash on hand. Don't spread that around. Don't tell people because you don't want to be a victim of a robbery. But here, Fannie Willis was on the stand. They're like, oh yeah, all the black people in Atlanta keep cash inside their house. I was like, what?
And even if that was true, like, don't you think the fact that you would understand that there's potential conflicts of interest, right? Because you're in this romantic. So wouldn't you want to do everything else above board? You would make sure that you had every receipt checked, that every money transfer, that there were signatures for. But no. And here's the funny part. If you were ever a defendant in front of Fannie Willis and you tried to make these same arguments, she would eviscerate you. If you had the attitude she had on the stand, they would take you out in cuffs. That's what she as a prosecutor would do. And so I can't stress this enough. What this all comes down to is they literally feel that they are morally superior. And when I say they, I mean like the entire left, the entire Democrat. They feel they're morally superior to you, so anything is justified. And they shouldn't have to answer for fighting Orange Hitler. That's what they're doing. They're saving our country. So who cares about their affair? Who cares if they're lying under oath?
The end justifies the means.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
So, and back to your point, you spoke about the person that was inside Fannie Willis's office that is connected to the White House, connected to Joe Biden's regime here.